Wow, you sewed that lovely apparel for me. Oh, I'm very grateful. God bless you, my daughter.
You're welcome, uncle. I promise to continue making you amazing apparels. You are the best uncle in the world. Thanks for being a father to me. I don't know what I would have done without you.
You are making me emotional. Thank you so much for the compliments. I have never regretted being your uncle. You have always made me proud. Well done, my dear Lovette.
Thanks, uncle. Hope you've had lunch today.
Not yet. Your cousin didn't cook anything for me before leaving the house this morning. Hope you do talk to her concerning her bad attitude. Lovette, please, help me to keep advising her because she's really annoying.
I do talk to Sandra, but she hasn't been heeding to my advice. She only takes Princess' advice and keeps getting misled by her.
My dear, I have talked to Sandra severally concerning her relationship with Princess, but she has refused to cut ties with that lady. I don't know what else to do because they are birds of a feather, and ever since she started associating herself with that lady, Sandra has become the worst version of herself. I don't even know what to do to stop her from being friends with that lady.
Neither Sandra nor Princess is a child. They are both adults and should know what's right. Let's keep hoping that one day they will change.
Those two change? Okay, let's be hopeful as you said.
So what are your plans now that you are here?
Currently, I'm searching for a job, not just anyhow job, but a well-paid job that can put food on my table and will still have a little to save at the end of every month.
Okay, so have you gotten any?
Still searching.
Okay, so what is your plan for my daughter Princess? Are you just friends or there is something more to your relationship?
We are just friends, ma.
Okay, so friends you will remain?
Yes, ma. For now, we are friends.
I am not comfortable with that.
Why, ma?
Because Princess is no more a child. She is in her late 20s already and she needs to be talking about marriage and not mere friendship.
She hasn't in any way said something like this to me. She brought me here just to help me get a roof over my head. If anything like a serious relationship would happen between us, time will tell.
Time would tell. What time? Time isn't on her side anymore. Anyway, you said you are here just to seek shelter. That means immediately you get a job, you would be moving out of here.
Yeah, exactly, ma.
Okay.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Look at the beautiful clothes that Lovette made for me. You've been learning how to sew for over a year now. Yet, you can't make a simple dress. I bought you a good sewing machine to support your skill, but you dumped that one aside and chose to be flirting around with guys. What sort of child are you?
Daddy, I'm learning. You've always been looking down on me, which is not fair.
Why won't I look down on you when you've been unproductive? What have you contributed in this house? Look at how industrious Lovette is. She pays her bills herself, an orphan who fends for herself, yet remain disciplined and focused. Maybe I should allow you to start fending for yourself so you would wise up. Sandra, you better change your bad ways and become a better person.
I'm improving, Dad. I have been learning how to sew gradually. You know my boss has many apprentices and it's making it difficult for her to coach us well individually.
Keep quiet and stop giving flimsy excuses. Do you know how many times I have called your boss and she told me that you weren't present at the shop? Where do you always go to, Sandra?
Dad, sometimes I do go out for lunch.
Yes, you go out for lunch with men, right?
No, Princess and I do not go out to look for what to eat.
Keep quiet, you liar. Now listen, Sandra. If you like, keep allowing Princess to mislead you. Don't become a responsible human being. Any day I discover that you are pregnant out of wedlock, Sandra, I will make sure I kill you that very day. Mark down my words today because I meant every single word of what I just said. Now get out of my sight. Get out.
Richard, I'm very sorry for those insensitive things my mother said to you. Don't mind her. She keeps pushing me into marriage as if that's all I ought to achieve in life. I am tired of her constant nagging about me getting married.
Don't blame her. That's how most mothers behave. They do encourage their female daughters to settle down early, which is not bad.
Really? But that's not fair. Every human being has the right to live their life the way they choose.
You're right, but most times parents impose their will on their children. My dad also tells me same. He wants me to settle down as soon as possible, but I'm not yet financially stable for marriage.
Really? He does same?
Yeah, so it isn't only your mom.
How about your mother? She does same too?
I didn't grow up with my mother. It's just been my dad and I all through my life.
Seriously? How about your mom?
She left my dad when I was still an infant. Apparently she married another man.
Why would she abandon you as an infant? That isn't fair. Did she divorce your father?
They were still legally married when she abandoned me and ran away with another man. I wish she was a better mother.
This must have affected your mental health a lot. Please take heart, dear.
Thank you.
Mom, why will you do such a thing? Is it because I opened up to you and told you that I love that guy? Why must you be forward all the time?
Will you shut up before I slap you? Am I your mate? Who are you talking to in that manner? Why wouldn't I ask him those questions when I don't understand your motive of bringing a man into this house?
But mom, I told you that I just want to accommodate him here for some time. I didn't tell you that we are dating.
So your father's house is now a refugee camp where you bring in homeless young men.
Mommy, stop being difficult. I'm only helping a poor and promising young man.
Poor and promising indeed.
Mommy, what if he makes it big while living with us here? Don't you see the probability of him making it big here and getting married to me?
When would that be? You, princess, will wait for a man till he makes it. As if I don't know you. Stop deceiving yourself. I know you brought this guy in here so the both of you would be committing fornication under my roof, but I will never let that happen.
Here, mommy, why are you saying such a thing now? Someone that is just a mere friend to me. How do you expect me to start having sex with him? No, now, I can't do such, mom.
Who are you trying to brainwash? You better tell him to make it big as soon as possible and marry you, because I am not gonna condone stupidity in this house. He has just 3 months to be here. If after 3 months your so-called friend hasn't made it big, he has no other choice than to move out of this house. Here is not a refuse camp.
Mommy, stop acting this way. I have already told him good things about you. Don't let him see you as a wicked person.
The both of una dey craze. Of course, he ought to see me as a wicked person because I don't associate myself with failures. You are not ashamed of yourself. Your mates are bringing home rich men while you brought home a broke and homeless guy. Your late father would be so disappointed in you. Nonsense.
What's wrong with that, Lovette? Why would she do such a thing?
Don't mind her. She always wants people to see her as the better one. Why would she make clothes for my father without my notice?
What nonsense. And she knows you also work in a fashion shop.
Just ignore her. No matter how she portrays herself before my dad, can never take my place. It's obvious she's trying to come between my dad and I, but that will never happen.
She's so cunning and dangerous. Slow poison. She's just bitter that she's an orphan who has no parents.
Shana Miki her parents. Why would she want to put asunder between my dad and I? Isn't that wickedness?
Don't mind that girl. Now jealousy they worry her. If she likes, let her sew thousands of regalias for your father. She can never take your place in your dad's life.
Oh yes, she won't. My dad is just pissing me off these days. Any slight mistake, he will start raining insults on me. The one that hurt me most is when he compares me with Lovette. Damn, I am 100 times better than that hypocrite.
For sure now, you fine past Lovette. She that one fine. You don't see where any handsome better man toast Lovette for this town. She's jealous of us because we are beautiful and hot. As for your father, just ignore him. No be their fault. Now because we see they under their roof. Now why all this nonsense keeps happening? My mom also keeps acting up lately. I didn't tell you she confronted Richard and queried him for not making marriage advances to me.
Ha! Not by force. Hehe.
I don't know. I beg help me ask that woman. Oh. I won't done too much.
Sandra, I don't expect you to say this. Is your father not my uncle? What is wrong with making clothes for my uncle?
But you should have told me. You have to see how my father embarrassed me because of that clothes you made for him.
I don't understand. Embarrassed you in what way?
He insulted me because I am yet to learn how to sew.
Sandra, take correction. I know what your father was trying to say. He was only trying to tell you to sit up, focus and improve on the skills you are learning. Stop fooling around with Princess. Your relationship with her has never added anything positive to your life.
And how did you know she hasn't added anything positive to my life? Why are you so bitter about my relationship with Princess?
Besides, she keeps misleading you. Sandra, stop associating yourself with that lady, or else you won't achieve anything good in life. I'm your sister, and I will always tell you the truth.
So, as you did so, you have achieved something good in life.
Of course, I've achieved a couple of things and still achieving. I've told you several times to always come here so I can teach you more on tailoring, but you chose to be flexing around this town with Princess. Listen, Sandra, you are already a woman, and at this age, you ought to have acquired skills and also learn how to be diligent, because men of these days don't settle for a woman that is lazy and non-industrious.
Come on, that's for broke guys. Do I look like someone who wants to marry a poor man? Poor men are meant for people like Una, we like suffer, and not hot chick like me.
They dream. Sandra, time waits for nobody. You better use your time well and stop flirting around. In case you've forgotten, ritual is full everywhere.
Richard, what are you searching for? Job or woman? Both. Person who don't get job, they find woman. If you eventually get the woman, how are you gonna feed her?
God will provide.
Command God for this matter. Don't even mention God here.
Why I no go mention God?
Because God no dey support bad thing. How will God provide for you to feed a Jezebel under her father's roof? Never. God no fit do that one.
And the rest be God. I need money and I need woman. God will provide me both.
And not that kind of woman you are going for. Now devil, they give that kind woman.
MD, what has Princess done to you that made you hate her this much? I haven't discovered all the bad things you've been saying about her. She's actually a nice person.
Okay now, keep discovering. You will discover the real her soon. Why won't she be nice when the both of you have started some assaulting in the bed every night?
You did, Chris. Who told you we shared the same bed? My friend, stop being bitter and stop saying silly things.